What you needed was presence, comfort, patience, validation, encouragement, and protection. What you got instead was pressure, criticism, abandonment, an inheritance of fear and doubt that was shrouded in guilt and self-erasure. They forced you into self-abandonment and gave you the gift of shame. And you didn't deserve any of it. I'm so sorry. You didn't deserve any of what you had to go through. What I do want to share with you, though, is that right where you are, as you are, you still have access to love. You get to choose a different narrative. I know their voices, whether they spoke the words out loud or not, are still replaying in your mind. You still think that you have to betray yourself, criticize yourself, abandon yourself. That because no one truly saw you or stayed long enough in order to be able to, that you don't get to experience love in this lifetime. But you do. You absolutely do. Now, where do you start? Start by trying to witness yourself. Sitting in stillness long enough for the grief to come to the surface, for the shame that came with it to come to the surface. And then putting it into perspective, putting it where it belongs, giving it back to the people who weren't there when they should have been, giving it back to those who let you down. You don't deserve to walk through life as a lesser version of yourself because other people didn't have the desire or the capacity to love you in the way that you needed to be. It wasn't your fault. Their rejection had nothing to do with you. And then, what comes next is you choosing to be kind to yourself, despite the fact that nothing in your past has made you think that you have the permission to. You start choosing to radically love yourself, defiantly love yourself, to choose with absolute stubbornness to be self-compassionate when your mind would otherwise tell you to criticize yourself. I know that where you are is an incredibly difficult place to be. You might not even think that it can get better. You're a prisoner in your own mind. You're a prisoner of your past. You're being shackled by guilt and shame. And you're likely having visions of self-annihilation, or yearning for it all to end because you don't think that you'll ever have access to love in the way that other people do. It's a lie. It's a lie. And whether you inherited that lie overtly or in more subtle ways, I want you to let go of it and start recognizing the truth that no child deserves to feel alone in this world. No child deserves to carry the wound of rejection, abandonment, or neglect. No child deserves to walk through the world feeling like they don't belong, like they're going to be permanently stuck on the outside. Their rejection truly had nothing to do with you. It was completely on them. Whether it was a lack of capacity, a lack of desire, maybe a lack of opportunity. Regardless, you still get to continue on and live your life. And slowly, as you begin to witness yourself, you get to let love in. You get to find little ways and big ways to experience joy, whether it's by yourself or in the company of others. But you do get to give yourself permission to go ahead and live your life. I'm really sorry that happened to you. You didn't deserve it. Please know that life does get better, but you have to fight. You have to stubbornly choose to stick around long enough to see it. I love you. God loves you. Be kind to yourself.